Have this particular format which helps customers store on the bandwidth, very unique to access cameras again, to get a very good color in the representation and really know what it is. Wide dynamic range in difficult light conditions. Now this shows an example of a parking lot where the car can go out, and with the WDR camera, this is what you get. It manages the difficult light conditions and then give you good color. Side of a mall where people are entering, very difficult again, right? You have a lot of glass, you have a lot of bright light coming in. Yet you need to identify the people coming in over there, right? Say for example a bar counter, a lot of dark area, a lot of flashy lights, glasses shining. Yet you need to do the surveillance over there, right? Or the inside of a tunnel where you want to monitor the entry and exit of a train. Very difficult for a normal camera to do, which we can do with the WDR or the wide dynamic range. The color representation in that. The default in the network video technology, where you get smoother picture, you see a picture taken in an analog camera. The face of the person is not clear, whereas in this case, the network video technology, you can identify the person's face with the progressive scan technology. So we call it as a smarter way, right? So A IP camera is not as equal to B IP camera, because there are a lot of unique things that a camera do, as against many in the industry over there. For what's happening in India, we also spoke about our uniqueness in the smarter solution we are offering. I'm very glad to talk about what we have done for one of our esteemed customers who actually brew one of the best coffees in the world, right? So I always enjoy going to Mr. Venkatesh's office because he offers us one of the best coffee we can have. Cafe Coffee Day. So what they were trying to do at office. Now they are expanding immensely, right? Every time we go to Venkatesh, he says, we are expanding. We are opening 1 or 2 coffee shops every day. That's the kind of expansion that they are looking at. So how can you monitor the highway cafe coffee day on a highway on Bathinda? Very difficult, right? You can't even manage all the coffee days that are in Bangalore. So it's very difficult. So how do you manage it centrally for cafe coffee day? So they need to do that. Better staff management. Are the staff very courteous? Are they following the standard operating procedures, right? Are they standing installed in all their stores, which basically monitors. They don't want to basically know what the customers are doing. That's not their business. They want to see what their staff is really doing, right? So the cameras are positioned in a way which helps them monitor how it is happening in the counter area. Happens to the recording. It's all gone, right? So how do you ensure that the recording is always there? How do you ensure if there's an incident, you can go back and see what happened? Or you want to, we spoke about proactive video surveillance. That's where the industry is moving towards. It's no longer a deterrent, or it's no longer postmortem kind of thing, right? So they would like to know as and when it is happening, they need to take action on that. Cost effective in the systems that are easy to install and scale effortlessly. They wanted to have very simple installation. Who can go to a highway on Bathinda and install? It may cost more than our cameras if somebody goes from Delhi. So how can they install it themselves?
New office, as well as the success stories we have with our customer. Yeah.
Tell us the STP model, segmentation, target and penetration for the Indian market.
Yeah, sure. So there are various industry segments. My name is Sudhindra. I'm the country manager for Axis in India. There are various industry segments which we participate in. City surveillance is one of the largest growing industry vertical. We have the commercial space, all the commercial establishment, the ITS companies, the software companies which are making investments. We are also penetrating the other projects like the hospitality industry as well. So these are the verticals which are fast growing for us. it falls under the city surveillance project for us. Bangalore is currently under some surveillance which they are planning to upgrade, and the city surveillance projects in Bangalore and many other cities are going to happen, and we envisage that there will be 50 cities in India which will be under surveillance in the next 2 to 3 years, and Bangalore definitely on top priority, which should happen in the